Welcome to the sunny state of Florida. What we're going to do today is a watermelon gazpacho. It's a very simple cold soup. All these ingredients are going to go together in a blender. So what we're going to do is just chop them up, kind of rough chop, starting with half an onion, 2 cucumbers, peel the entire cucumber, 6 tomatoes, and we've got this beautiful watermelon that we learned about how to tell when it was sweet from our visit at Burris Farmers Market in Alabama.
If it's a little bit bumpy, it's because it's got more nitrogen that has actually got into the watermelon. So when it's more nitrogen that's absorbed in during the growing process, it makes it sweeter.
Almost like it has lumps in it.
Yeah,
so is this a better one than this one?
Well, it's going to be sweet. You know, this one, it's according to what size you want. I might get to eat one right now. Good save.
Go straight down first, and then pull around it, down. Time to check this bad boy out. Ooh, it looks good. Let me sneak a taste off of here. I'm going to take all the seeds out of here for the gazpacho. So I'm going to use the tip of my knife and just kind of brush the ones I see aside. And then I'm going to cut this top layer off. See, the seeds are kind of down in this area. So generally I should be able to take off this much to get to expose the bulk of the seeds. And then just kick these aside. We're going to have about the same kind of volume of watermelon and tomatoes. You know, I generally try to change up my cooking a little bit when the weather's hot because this kind of produce, tomatoes, cucumbers, limes, all this stuff, it's just so refreshing. You know, it just kind of wakes you up, doesn't make you feel too heavy. It's really perfect for the beach. So the next step is our lime juice. So I'm using a fork here to kind of really get into this lime and get all the juice out of it. I just stick it in there and kind of twist it. This is the bowl we're going to finish it in. And I want to mix it all together a little bit before I start to blend it so that it kind of blends evenly. 1 tablespoon of salt, maybe 2. That's a 1/4 cup of vinegar. I'm going to add olive oil to this, but I'm going to do that last. Start loading up our blender about 2/3 at a time. If you go too fast, it'll kind of foam it a lot. So good to go like on one of the lower settings. I just kind of let it chop up so it doesn't create all that extra air and foam into it. Now I'm going to mix all these batches together in one punch bowl of the excess vinegar and juice and the jalapenos. So what I'm going to do now is just taste it for acidity real quick. So I don't want this to be too acidic, but I want it to be acidic because then I'm going to balance it with this extra virgin olive oil. Stir that right in on the top. You can even serve this and do a little finishing oil right on the top of it too. And then just to finish, you put a little bit of chili flake in there just for a little extra heat, with a pinch of salt, a touch more vinegar. It's what you call adjusting the seasoning, which is always better to do at the end because you can always add seasoning, but you can't always take it out. Yeah, that olive oil really rounds that out. Delicious. And there you have it. Summer gazpacho.